There you are, your younger self, sitting in your room, your parents arguing just across the wall, or you hear the cry from one of your parents, whether that be from a dead relative or maybe your financial situation. Whatever it is, the situation is grim, and you're just a kid. You act like it doesn't get to you, but deep down, you get that heavy feeling in your chest, and your eyes start to get heavy as they start watering. So, you do what any other kid would do in that situation, and you take your mind off it by opening up YouTube. When you open up YouTube, you stumble across a young Irish adult stuck in his cabin, or a Swedish YouTuber who's playing scary game, or maybe a man with a deep voice who just beat your favorite horror game. It could be a black Christian kid that made you feel comfortable in your own skin and faith, or someone from the hood that shows that they are in the same situation as you, but they're still able to find good times in a bad environment. I honestly believe that every 2000s kid had a childhood like this. At least I did, and I am forever thankful for the YouTubers who posted these videos for our enjoyment, or maybe it was just for their prosperity, and it just helped us along the way. But wait, I can't give all the credit to early YouTubers. Dragon Ball Z, and especially Naruto, was a huge help for my mental health. I remember telling myself that Naruto has no parents. I'm lucky to have just one, or both of them at the time, but they're arguing. I remember feeling different, feeling like the weakest link, but Naruto, with his mentality, just made me always just hope on and grasp onto my goals. I started training like Naruto, doing lots of push-ups a day, and I actually connected with one of my friends, the black one that I talked about, through Naruto. And while we're on the topic of 2000s anime, do any of you guys remember the hoops that you would have to go through just to watch your favorite show? Like, why am I watching one episode on 420p, the lowest possible resolution? Then I click on the next follow-up episode, and it's the perfect screen, perfect quality, but it's in Spanish. And once you got tired of playing with that, you're like, alright, fuck it. Like, I'm just gonna hop onto a third-party site, and you risk getting a virus or some malware on your computer. But at the end of the day, that's how we had to escape our situation. Either that or going outside. Man, I feel like kids these days have it too easy. And no, I don't want them to go through the trauma that we went through. But at the same time, it's like, you guys gotta learn how to be bored sometimes, man. It's like no one in this generation knows what it feels like to literally not have anything, like, to play with. Like, nothing. There's probably only one device in the house, and you had to ask permission to get on it. 9 times out of 10, bro, they weren't gonna let you on that bit. So now you gotta play with broken WWE wrestler action figures until you eventually get tired of just imagining them fighting. That ass. No one in this generation can just sit there and be bored anymore. Like, bro, I remember going to my grandma's on my mom's side, and there literally being jack shit to do over there. Like, I remember the only thing to do over there was to get on my uncle's PlayStation, and that shit stopped because I decided to buy V-Bucks and legendary skins on his account. And I noticed that his controller had stick drift, so I took the stick off, and I didn't know how to put it back in. And that, yeah, I was done after that. I wasn't allowed to get on his shit no more. He came into the room like, nigga, what is you doing, bro? And I just looked at him like, to be honest, I don't even know why I did this shit. But that was kind of like recent though. Like before my uncle even had his PlayStation 4, like before Fortnite was a thing, our family only had one device. Like my older brother is the only one with a phone. So that literally left me with nothing to do. Like I had nothing to do. So I'm like, I gotta become my grandma's favorite because there's just no way. Like there's no way I'm gonna sit here and do nothing, bro. And it worked, bro. It worked. Because my grandma, she gave me her laptop. And I remember, bro, I didn't goon because I was like 6 or 5 years old. So I didn't goon. But I was watching Misty, bro. I'm going to put it up on the screen. I was watching Misty. If you guys know this video, you know, bro. I was like, bro, she's so attractive, bro. Then my grandma came in the room. She's like, "Boy, you better not be watching none of that bullshit." I'm like, "Oh shit!" I had to switch the tab, but no, the computer will only last her so long because my uncle's always had his homies coming over, bro. There was like always like 30 people in the house. Like, damn, bro. And once that happened, they're like, "Hey, let's put some music on." And I'm like, "Yep, that's it. I'm off." And they'd kick me off the little laptop, and then there was no choice but to go outside. And once you went outside, there was no coming back in. So you had to make an educated guess on how the temperature was out there, bro. You had to examine the flowers. You had to look at the sun. You had to look at the clouds, because there's no going back in, bro. Once you're out there, you better hope it's the right temperature. So that's why, to me, going to grandma's house was kind of like a love-hate relationship, because, like, I would get the most attention when I was over there because I was her favorite. Being the middle child over here, your mom nobody even knows you exist. But at the same time, it's just mad boring. Anyway, skip 2 years later, and our mom finally lets us on her computer, right, at our house. And this was a very big deal because she was a YouTuber at the time, and that was her way of editing on her computer. So we had to be very, very careful with that device. So what did we do? Well, all of our brothers watched the hub together. Yep. We would all sit down and we'd all watch and we'd all click on certain videos. And as you expect, the fucking computer broke, bro. Somehow, some way. Until this day, bro, I'm still in disbelief. Like, I don't know how that worked, bro. How the hell can watch... Who the fuck hacked into the mainframe of our device, bro? And now we can't turn that bitch on the next day. Like, come on, bro. So then we moved to elementary school, and there's, to be honest, not much to talk about. I mean, I was damn near in ISS for, like, the whole school year. Like, I didn't even see anybody in my own class. I was hanging around with the kindergartners the whole time, bro. And I said this before, but I'll say it again. I thought solitary confinement didn't work, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, like, if you can't handle being alone, bro, you're just pussy, bro. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Until I remembered being stuck in ISS, bro, for the whole year. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I'm actually, like, rejected. Like, socially rejected from everybody my age, bro. I'm surrounded by a bunch of kids, bro, who don't even know how to spell the letter cup. And I would just remember walking down the halls and not being the line leader, just being in the back of the line with a whole bunch of little kindergartners, bro. And sometimes I would see my classmates taking a bathroom break and they would laugh at me, bro. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, this is humiliating, dude. Like, the funnest part was going to the computer lab, and the little niggas who are watching this video probably don't even know what the computer lab is, bro. They got their own personal tablet, bro. That's a luxury. That's a luxury. I wouldn't even thought about that in the 5th grade, bro. And who remembers those extra smart, geeky-ass people in the middle school who just knew how to hack into the computers, bro? Like, I remember playing Killing Floor, Halo, Minecraft on the school computers. Like, bro, this ain't even a gaming computer. How do you even get this on the game? And, bro, this moment will forever piss me off, bro. I was in the computer lab, bro. And this light-skinned bitch, bro, I'm not gonna lie, she kind of got it, bro. And she was like, oh, how's my butt looking, these jeans? My nerdy ass was playing Nitro Type, bro, not even giving a fuck about what she had to say, bro. But to be fair, though, I don't think I had a phone at the time, bro. So it's like back then you had to communicate through Google Hangouts and all these other apps, bro. And I didn't even have a phone, so I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. I could only keep up the lie for so long and say I left my phone at home, bro. That ain't gonna work all the time. I'm gonna need a goddamn mail a pigeon over there, throw a brick at her house with a note attached or something, because, like, there was no way to communicate back then. I remember there was a house phone, like a flip phone with some minutes on it, but it's like, bro, who the fuck do I look like pulling that out and just flipping it open? Let's not forget about the music too, bro. I remember that's when Young M.A. was dropping that single, and Bobby Shmurda and what's his name? Fuck. Damn, I can't think of his name. Dude who was like, so I got the soda. Hey, I already know y'all screaming his name right now. I can't think of it right now. Like, the 2000s was just such a weird time because it was like life was so depressing, but at the same time, it's like everything around you try to encourage you, try to empower you, try to basically tell you that life isn't bad. Like all the music, all the pop songs, all the hood songs, it was all inspiring. It was all peak. It was all like at their prime. Dating in the early 2000s was something else though. If you were black, bro, you were cooked, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Bitches only were messing with the white niggas until 2012. Okay, that's when the great shift happened, and I think that's when light skinned niggas ruled the world, bro. I think black people with dreads only just started getting recognition in like early 2015. Like that's when the hoes really started coming around. But like literally, if you weren't light skinned or white, bro, it was raps. Hopefully y'all remember, bro. If you remember, bro, put it in the comments that you remember. But to be honest, I don't think my audience is like knows really what I'm talking about. Like that's kind of a shame, but it's just how it is. I'm planning on doing a Q&A sometime. Like I feel like I'll do a Q&A when I reach like 200 subscribers. Yeah, that seems about right. Like 200. This time of this video, we're at 70 subscribers, so about 130 more. Not bad, bro. Not bad. You guys can do it. Let me know what type of topics you guys would like to hear about. I already got a handful of topics. I just gotta like record them like I'm doing now. But if you got any specific topics or videos, just send them to me and we'll be good. I feel like making a video on the David situation, but I kind of want to stay out of like politics and drama. I mean, really, there's nothing political about what David did. Like, I mean, he's a piece of shit, but I don't really know if I want to, should I go that route with my channel. Like, I feel like if I go that route, then it would be explaining the kind of situation around him, like how men end up getting there, and instead of talking directly about him. Because, I mean, he kind of proved my point. Like, I already been saying this. Like, David is probably just somebody who was extremely lustful as a kid and never actually fixed his problem. I mean, you could tell by not only him having a relationship with a kid, but he had, like, terabytes of CP on his phone. So, he just got more and more depraved, as I was saying in those two other videos. But just let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I appreciate anything. If you got some honest feedback, bro, just let me know. Seriously.